Just so, does anybody know where the shed is? Let's tell them, shall we? It's the shed on the Lower West Side off the High Line in Hudson Yards.
Two-time Oscar winner Tom Hanks is back on stage in New York. And yes, you guessed it, he's playing The Shed.
By the Hudson Yards on the Lower West Side.
Hanks stars opposite Tony Award winner Kelli O'Hara in This World of Tomorrow, which is directed by another Tony recipient, Kenny Leon. The play follows Bert, a scientist from the year 2089, who travels back in time 150 years to the World's Fair in Queens, where he encounters Carmen, played by O'Hara. Co-written by Hanks and James Glossman, the play is adapted from Hanks's 2017 book Uncommon Type, Some Stories.
There's two stories. One is about going back in time, imagining such a thing as possible, but another one is all about giving up the old world and having faith in whatever's new.
And Kelli, when you got the call to join Tom in Kenny's production, what was your initial reaction?
Well, I wanted to know why my entire agency was punking me. I thought they were joking. Really, honestly, disbelief. Maybe because I've been busy doing a lot of musicals, I have not been doing a lot of plays, for one thing. You know, I've always been the biggest fan with the rest of the entire world, but maybe bigger than some people, I'm just saying.
Kenny, I understand you signed on to this without even reading the play.
Of course. I had 3 Broadway plays last year. So I welcome the idea of doing a not Broadway play. Actually, Tom saw a production of Our Town, and he sent a typewritten letter about how much he and his wife Rita enjoyed it. And that touched me beyond. I was like, wow, Hanks sent me, it meant everything. So when I got the call about possibly, come out, oh, we're gonna send you a script and we want you to read it, and I was like, F that. I was like, it's Tom Hanks, I'm in.
I was thinking of Our Town when I saw this play.
I think there's a lot of Our Town in this play, just in terms of love, community, what family really is.
Tom, the World's Fair, I just love that period of time, and I loved how you guys capture that on stage. Just talk a little bit about why that period of time.
All America was aware of what was going on in Flushing Meadow as of this fair. And if you were in the city of New York, it was literally like, I'll see you at the fair. Mm-hmm. The entire town was geared to, when are you going? Have you gone? Will you see it? Will you go more than once? And to have that kind of almost like spirituality of the present in 1939, when have we experienced that sense in that same way of grand possibility and wonder?
If you were to go back in time, would you choose the World's Fair?
Well, I would probably choose to go back to Toronto and see Godspell in Second City, when Marty Short
and Victor Garber,
oh my
God, yes!
I would probably want to do that. But if you have the dinner party conversation, okay, you got 15 hours, where do you want to go? I would go to the World's Fair in 1939.
Where would you choose, Kelli?
For me, it would be to go back to be with a person, like my grandmother as a child, and hold her in whatever I know she went through, something like that. For me, it's less always about an experience as it is with a connection.
How about you, Kenny?
America's never been great again, but there are people and pieces of time that I would want a little bit of, like the Nicholas brothers or Louis Armstrong, or, to meet Nelson Mandela. I did in real life. I've met people like the great John Lewis. I've done Toni Morrison's opera. I've met Sidney Poitier. Ruby Dee. So I've had a little bit of that. I want to go back and sit on the porch with my grandmother, but there is no time where every element of life could be joyous or fun, but I feel that Black people in America have always found the fun or made the fun through challenging times.
The last time Tom Hanks appeared on a New York stage was in Nora Ephron's Lucky Guy in 2013, which played the Broadhurst Theater on Broadway and was directed by George C. Wolfe.
Tom, you said when you were doing Lucky Guy with George C. Wolfe taught you films are about story, television is about character, and theater is about language. I'm curious, you're now working with the great Kenny Leon. What has Kenny taught you for this whole process?
Nothing.
Kenny said we were honestly 4 lines into our very first rehearsal. And he said, I won't say how you said it, but he said, I'm going to stop you guys right here. He actually said in his more particular language. So I'm going to stop you right here. And I thought, okay, here comes the question or the test. And he said something that I have since repeated to other people. He said, I don't care how you are going to say these words. I care about what you are saying. And that spoke to one thing and one thing only. What is the language?
Once Tom locked into the language of his play, he found the rhythm too, even whipping up an impromptu theme song for the venue he's currently performing at. He debuted the ditty for Stephen Colbert.
By the vessel, off the High Line, is the shed in Hudson Yards.
And well, social media did what social media does. Naturally, I asked for an encore.
It's the shed on the Lower West Side off the High Line in Hudson Yards. It's the shed off the High Line on the Lower West Side at Hudson Yards. It's the shed off the High Line by the Hudson Yards on the Lower West Side.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. For more premiere theater coverage and exclusive interviews, click the subscribe button. You can also download the Spectrum News app or watch us on TV for the latest information, balanced coverage, weather updates every 10 minutes, and more. We'll see you there.